Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on New York. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Leading off tonight for Baltimore, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Pitch. In the air to left center. Cabrera settles under this one. And out number one on the grab. Jorge Mateo now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Trying to bunt his way on. And that's just foul. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Gets under it and pops it up. Torres under it. Hauls it in for the out. Anthony Santander at the plate. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
0-2 now. Now a screamer into the outfield. Can't get there. Base hit. And it gets by him. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ryan Mountcastle takes a strike there as he stands at the plate now. And the 0-1. Swings through that.
Well, there's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Next pitch is popped up. Donaldson has this one sized up and puts the squeeze on that. And that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium, now here is Oswaldo Cabrera.
For New York, the left fielder.
The wind of the pitch.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
Can't glove it cleanly. He decides to hold on to it, and they can't get the out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Gleyber Torres takes a ball here as he stands in now. And here it comes. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Hayes ranging into the alley. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And there's one down. Anthony Rizzo digs in now. Big time power.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. And the right-hander deals. And that one fouled off. Cabrera leads off first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Full there by the changeup. And in a hole right here. It's got to try to shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Here's a 1-2.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And the 2-2. Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. Odor throw to first. Rizzo out of the play. And at first, Giancarlo Stanton, the next to hit.
The right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Stanton, a guy capable of hitting it a long way.
Oh, you can tell how comfortable he is. Look at that front foot on the line as he is close to the plate. But he can be very quick to a pitch that is down and in.
Next offering is in for a strike. And the pitch. Going to count 1-2. He's a guy that's changed his stance over time. It's been a little more open, straight up, and now more closed.
One thing hitters will do, it's not so much about the stance, but it's what it does to the brain in terms of resetting and how they approach the pitcher.
Now all even up. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. New inning getting started, and here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Leading off for Baltimore, the catcher, number 35, Adley Rutschman.
Herman back to work. There's the strike. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth.
Down the third baseman, Ramon
baseman,
Urias.
number 29.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Austin Hayes stands in now, looks at that one inside. The pitch. That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. Pulls that one foul. Two now. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And the inning is over. Welcome back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Aaron Judge at the plate.
The center fielder, Aaron.
Here comes the pitch.
Judge.
For Judge, he's really developed into more than just a power hitter. He covers the plate well, shows impressive awareness of the strike zone to move. Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Aaron Judge with a rocket, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
Just an excellent round, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman carried it out of here.
Here's Josh Donaldson.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
First offering misses the mark.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Next offering in the dirt. 2-0. And he deals. Just missed.
Okay, from here, he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the fact that his team is now down by a run.
In the air, center field. Mullins under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. 1 away. Here's Jose Trevino.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Jose Trevino.
And first offering is fouled off. Kremer, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. One down, base is empty. Just a weak fly ball this time. Makes a nice running catch. 2 away.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command to be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. On the ground, right side, Odor handles the chance, and that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Rougned Odor.
Leading off for the Orioles, the second baseman.
The wind of the pitch.
Odor.
All right, so Monument Park out there in center field at Yankee Stadium. Have you gotten a chance to check that out?
Boog, I have seen it more after my playing career than I did as a player. But as a broadcaster, many times entering and exiting through the center field fence, particularly in the playoffs, get a chance to take a glimpse over. And I got to say, you do get some goosebumps.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Righty to the plate. Stays alive. 2-2 down. The other way, and he beats the shift.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now, Dean Kremer. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. The tag, and he's out at second. The outfield moves in now with the pitcher at the plate. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-1. Looked like it was a little bit up. Up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, pitcher comes through, Boog, and now he won't let his teammates forget it. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now here is Cedric Mullins. In there, and it's 0-1. At the belt and fires. Check swing, no appeal, and now it's even 1-1. Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. Cedric Mullins sends it out, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-1.
They thought he could blow a high fastball by it, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
One out, base is empty. Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles. In there for strike 1.
Mateo.
To third, and it goes just foul. The pitch. On the ground, right side. Torres over to first, and now 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Anthony Santander.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 outs. On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch, and he just misses. Right-hander kicks, deals, and a swing and a miss.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Santander off of first with 2 away. Ground ball left side. Donaldson tosses to first in time, and that's the 3rd out. Back in the Bronx, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitcher, Domingo Germán.
For New York, the pitcher,
And the
Domingo
pitch.
Germán.
Check swing, went around. That's strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next one just misses, and that's ball 1. Kicks and fires. Left field. Hayes makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Now it's going to be Oswaldo Cabrera. He's a guy who does it all.
Cabrera.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And the righty deals. And now 2-0. Righty delivers. Base knock, center field.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride to load, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Torres, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins on the move to his right. Racing, makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. And here is Anthony Rizzo.
Now
he's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First offering, misses the mark.
Counts 1-0.
And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees. Left-hand hitter waits. And a big swing and a miss. Move to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. Left-hand batter waits. That one in there across the letters. The pitch. On the ground, right side. And there's a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1.
Stanton.
First pitch just misses.
Yeah, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release play.
And a pitch. In the air out to center. Mateo should have this one. Makes the catch. And that's the inning. And welcome back. Here's Adley Rutschman. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
No question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
On the ground to the left. And it gets by him. Fires to first on the run, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. And the batter now, Ramon Urias. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. Popped up. That gets down for a hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
And now it's Austin Hayes. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Rutschman at third. Urias on at first with nobody out. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Cabrera settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And they lead by 2.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
That one to first. Over to Connor Falefa. But the return throw is off target. They can't turn the double play. And into the box for Baltimore, Dean Kremer. And that's in there for strike one. There's a swing and a miss.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
And here it comes. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go, bottom 4. And now Aaron Judge.
The center fielder, Aaron
Kremer back to work. That's down and in. That one drifts inside.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. The pitch. Just off the inside edge.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
The third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Donaldson in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Tying run at the plate. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And the pitch. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
The pitch. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. The 1-1. And that one wrapped foul. And he deals. Hard hit left side. And foul ball. The next pitch misses. And the count is 2-2.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
2-2 down. Line drive, caught. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate.
Now batting, the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
On the ground to short. Mateo picks it up. They get the force. Out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Leading off for the Orioles, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
The wind and the pitch. In for a strike. It's 0-1. The pitch. Stays alive. The 0-2. Ball 1 there. The wide to kick the pitch. To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Mateo in the box again. Takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Here comes a pitch. On the ground to 3rd. Zips it to 1st. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. 2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander will hit next. They go with the intentional walk, so he's on first with 2 out.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Pickoff move to 1st, and he's back safely. Mountcastle in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Kicks and deals. On the ground to 3rd. Throw on to Rizzo. That ends the frame. Pinch hitter coming on, Marwin Gonzalez.
Marwin Gonzalez.
The wind of the pitch. And ball one. Way upstairs, now 2-0. Ground ball to the right side. Mountcastle takes it himself, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Next to hit, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yep, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Around first, digging for two. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today. Here is the young phenom, Gleyber Torres.
The batter, the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Smash to the left side. Dives, and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a play, and the defense comes away with nothing.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone. He was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And the 0-1. And that one is in for a strike. Oh, with 2 now. Got him. 2 gone now. So first and second with 2 outs. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. And the first offering is not close. Ripped to third and caught. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Clark Schmidt. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you can get a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Top 6. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman.
The catcher, Adley Rutschman.
The pitch. And that's outside. And that's in for a strike.
Count is 1 and 2.
That one fouled off. Righty to the plate. And he chases that one. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Now batting,
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
First offering, and it just misses. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
And the 3-0 finds the zone. The pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York. Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and he'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Hayes stands in now and watches strike one at the belt and finals. Good eye right there. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Next one off the plate inside. And a count 2-1. And a pitch. And now it's even up. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Cabrera racing over to make the catch. Man at first. Here's the second baseman, Rougned Odor. 1 for 2.
Rougned Odor.
Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position.
Now batting.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Dean Kremer. That one's in there, 0-1. 2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2.
Oh, you got to go for the strikeout here. Pitcher at the plate, attack it just like it's any other hitter.
Right-hander kick steals. And down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, Aaron Judge.
The right-hander back to work. And that's outside.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Now it's Josh Donaldson's turn to hit. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
And the 0-2. This one high in the air to left center. Mullins racing over to make the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Jose Trevino getting ready to hit.
Jose Trevino.
And first offering is fouled off. In the air out towards right center. And that is that. Back in New York, here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Leading off for Baltimore, the center fielder, Cedric.
And the pitch.
Mullins.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Next offering misses. 1-1. Next pitch is popped up. Connor Falefa moving under this one. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Shortstop.
And now the shortstop, Jorge Mateo. Swings through that one. 0-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Kicks and fires. To the right side. Torres handles. Fires over to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting.
Next for the Orioles, Anthony Santander. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Up the middle. Connor Falefa throws to first in time. That's out number 3.
With the traditional 7th inning stretch.
So they turn things over to the righty, Joey Crable. And he'll do his best to hang on to this lead.
Number 34, Joey Crable.
Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the shortstop at the plate, Isaiah Kiner Falefa.
The shortstop, Isaiah Kiner Falefa.
The pitch. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Now 1-1. Next offering is in for a strike. And the right-hander deals. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And the righty deals. Got him swinging. And now 1 away. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Aaron Hicks. 1 out. The base is empty for him. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Righty delivers. And that's down and away.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
And a pitch. Laced down the line, and now maybe extra bases. And that one's going to get into the corner. And that's a double.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Kind of an interesting pitch selection there with the defense shifted to the pull side. Pitch was on the outside corner, and that made it pretty easy for him just to punch it the other way.
Now a move being made at second base. And here's the pinch runner, Tim Locastro.
Tim Locastro.
Stepping in, Oswaldo Cabrera. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. The tying run at the plate. That one missed.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Check swing went around, and now 2-2. Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back. That's back some more. You can kiss it goodbye. He'll touch them all, and we're starting over. It's 3-3.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now the young star. It's Gleyber Torres.
Second baseman, Gleyber.
Rip, but it curls foul. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And the pitch.
count 2-2.
Still only one out here in the inning. Next pitch misses outside. Full count 3-2. And he deals. Got him looking. 2 down. And now the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
That hits the dirt. 1-0.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
And another ball.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
And a base hit. And that extends the inning. Coming on for the Orioles, Lewis Head.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Next offering is down low, and that's ball 1. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. 2 outs. Just miss.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, that could be a big walk in this ball game. Moves the go-ahead run in the scoring position, so some pressure pitches coming up in this next AB.
Aaron Judge stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The 1-0. First and second, 2 down.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Next offering is downstairs. Kicks and deals. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. The pitch. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it. Zach Britton comes on now. This guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Zach Britton.
Ready to begin the 8th at the plate. Ryan Mountcastle.
Leading off for the Orioles.
0-1.
The first baseman, number 6. Ryan
Pitch.
Mountcastle.
Swing and a ball popped up. Connor Falefa settles under it. Squeezes it. And there's 1 away. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Number 35.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Rutschman retired. And into the box for Baltimore, Ramon Urias for the 4th time tonight. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back in the Bronx, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
The third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
The wind to the pitch. That's in for a strike. Here comes the pitch. Strike 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gonna have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Count 1 and 2.
And a swing and a miss. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Jose Trevino digs in now. Good contact guy, good defender.
Trevino.
In the air, out towards left center. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that quickly, 2 away. The batter will be the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Oswald Peraza. Trying to get something going for him with 2 away. First offering misses the mark. And there's a ball. And that's just foul. The wind of the pitch.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. Well, with high velocity.
Got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it. So remaining in the game defensively, Oswald Peraza taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Number 97 into the game.
Number 97.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, now the left fielder, Austin Hayes.
The left fielder, Austin.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's the strike. And a 1-1. And it's fouled away. Righty to the plate. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one misses. It's 2-2. Right-hander kick steals. Stays alive. The 2-2. Good eye in that spot. In the air to left center. Judge cutting across. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches and really work out there on the mound. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Rougned Odor comes up to the plate now. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Out to short. Peraza collects. Slings it across. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter. Jesus Aguilar. And he's got the go-ahead run out there in scoring position for him. First offering is fouled off. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Ball one. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. And 2 away now. So the batting order turns over. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. So here comes the big lefty, Aroldis Chapman, to the mound. A runner on second to deal with. He'll do his best to keep him there. And there's a foul ball. And it's second. Upstairs. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Cabrera makes the play, and that is the inning. Ryan McKenna, he's out in left field getting loose there as he enters the game on defense now. Cionel Perez on a pitch out of the pen here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Back for the bottom of the ninth, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to get it started. Harrison Bader. He represents the winning run. Why to kick the pitch. There's the strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And the lefty with the 0-1. That one missed. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. And the batter now, Oswaldo Cabrera.
The left fielder.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. First pitch doesn't find the zone. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Next one is off the plate, and a count 2-1. Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. They'll circle the bases, and they walk it off and win it 4-3.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.